Well, good evening, and welcome to another episode with Win with Willie. Of course, my signature is get ready. Well, good evening, and welcome to another episode. My signature is get ready, get set, and grow. Thank you for spending part of your Saturday evening with me on Win with Willie. Of course, I have to challenge you, my Facebook audience. Thank you for liking this broadcast. Yes, I'm asking you to like this broadcast. I'm also asking you to make comments in this broadcast. And I'm also asking you to share this broadcast. Hey, Brother Carl Green from St. Louis, Missouri. Welcome, my brother. Good to see you watching in with me this afternoon. And Carl, please share, make comments. Thank you. Thank the comments. You're doing good. Appreciate you, Carl. And by the way, I have some YouTubers out there as well. Some people watching online on YouTube. Hey, I must challenge you, my YouTube watchers. I really appreciate those comments. Please make those comments, and please make those comments. And then while you're there, hit that subscribe button. That way you can go back and replay and replay and replay. And those on Facebook, of course, you can save this video for future viewing. Last week, we've been talking about this growth plan. Out of the 15th invaluable laws of growth, last couple of weeks, we talked about the law of intentionality. And the next 2 weeks, this week and next week, we're going to be talking about the law of awareness. And the law of awareness just states you must know yourself to grow yourself. Allow that to sink in for a moment. It's asking me to know myself. You basically saying, Jeff, Willie, I don't know myself. Most of us really don't know ourselves. But in order to get to a certain point, we must know ourselves. I like what James Russell Lowell said. No one can produce great things who is not thoroughly sincere in dealing with himself. Of course, herself, himself. Absolutely right. And so get ready. Get set and grow. Let me share this with you right quick. After winning his third world championship, bull rider Tuff Hedeman didn't have a big celebration. He moved on to Denver to start his new season and start the whole process all over again. His comment, the bull won't remember what I did last week. So whether you're an untested rookie or successful veteran, if you want to be a champion tomorrow, come on, folks, you have to be teachable today. What you do today determines your level of success tomorrow. It's not what you did yesterday, it's what you're doing today. And you are tuning in because you are willing to grow. You're willing to grow for a better tomorrow. See, our growth journey, my growth journey is not a sprint. It's a marathon because life is a marathon. So we're going to talk about the law of awareness tonight. I ask this question for all of us. Every time I'm facilitating and teaching, I'm always talking to myself. Do I have a sense of direction? Do you have a sense of direction? Where are you going? Where are you going? See, to reach your full potential, to reach my full potential, I must know where I want to go, and I must know where I'm currently am. Where am I? See, without both those pieces of information, you and I both will get lost. Let me share just an example. When I was active duty Air Force, I taught land navigation. And we could be out in the woods and we could be out doing some patrolling. And one of the things I want my patrol members to do is orient their map. Where are you? Where are you right now? Some people have plans to get somewhere, to go somewhere. Very, very, very grandiose dreams. And we all need those dreams as hopes and desires. But do we know where we are? The law of awareness says you need to know where you are right now to be able to grow yourself. So I would help those young men and women doing the land navigation. Yes, you may be lost, but now orient the map as to where you are. because you know where you want to go. We have what I call a rendezvous point. We know where that is. Now orient the map. Orient our life as to where we are, because one day we want to know, we want to go where we want to be. We want to fulfill that dream. And so we must have to orient our life as where are we? Hence the law of awareness, self-aware. And sometimes we struggle with that because we don't know where we are. We're unwilling to take the necessary assessments. We're really unwilling to take the necessary reflection and think about where I am right now in my life. So it's important to know where you are, self-aware. Let me share this with you right quick. We're going to talk about the three kinds of people that we're going to talk about in the level of awareness. And you may fit into one of these categories. I have been in one of these categories before as well. And that first kind of person that I want to talk about in regards to the law of awareness, knowing where you are, people who don't know what they would like to do. Some people just don't know what they like to do. They have no idea. Yeah, what do you want to do? I've asked teenagers before, what do you want to do when you grow up? I'm sure you've asked some children in your sphere of influence, what would you like to do when you grow up? Or you ask some adults in your sphere of influence, what would you like to do? They don't know. Why? Because they are confused. They lack a sense of purpose. They don't process and they don't have a sense of direction. They are unfocused. They dabble in everything. They're changing jobs. They're job hopping. They're changing professions. They're dropping in and out of school. They're doing multiple things, and they have no center. They have no grounding. They have no focus. They just drift to and fro. They're unfocused. And you might know some people in your life, and I've been that way. I've been unfocused, not sure. Someone say, come here, son, let's talk. Let's find out where you are. What is it that you really want to do? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what I really want to do. No, you can't just put a blindfold over your face and get a dart and throw it at the dartboard. No, you need to be focused. You want to hit center of mass. The second kind of person, I'm getting ahead of myself, ain't I? The second kind of person, people who know what they would like to do, but they don't do it. If you ask, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. You hear that quite often, the revolving, I am going to do, I am getting ready to do. One of these days, I am going to do this. And most likely you sense a level of frustration in that person's life. That's the gap between where they are and where they want to be. And most of the time it's fear. They're afraid. They're unwilling to take that step. They're unwilling to take that leap of faith and just do it. Because that is the first step. Deciding is not the first step. Taking that step is the first step. And that first step is an action step. You have to take that first step. The law of diminishing return says, or diminishing intent, the longer we wait to do something that you know you should do, the greater the odds are that you and I will not do it. We will not do it. And if you want to make that next step, you have to give up to grow up. You have to make some necessary sacrifices to make that next step. You got to have that leap of faith, keep that hope alive and do it. Nike canned the phrase many years ago, just do it. But you have it in your heart that you want to do it. And I want us to get out of that trap. Know who you are, know what your strengths are, know what your talents are, know what your gifts are, and pursue that. I want us to do that. I want us to grow together, that we are growing together, because life is a marathon. Here we go. That third person, people who know what they want to do and they just do it. You around those optimistic and positive people, they just somehow things just work out for them. You ask them, are they really working? No, I am fulfilling my purpose. Most people ask me a lot of times, Jeff, are you working? I've been in education and leadership development and coaching and motivational speaking and facilitation. I've been teaching college for the last almost 18 years. Well, let me tell you this. And I raise my right hand. This is my right hand. I love what I do. I don't see it as a job. I see it as my purpose. I'm walking in my gifts. I'm adding value. I'm facilitating. I'm encouraging. As I'm encouraging others, I'm also encouraging myself. As I'm adding value to myself, I'm adding value to others. I'm becoming a river, not a reservoir. Whatever comes into me, God has gifted me. I want to share it with others. I love what I do because I'm walking in my purpose. And that person is fulfilled. Now, I must tell you, yeah, I'm still growing and every day, but I feel fulfilled. The two most important dates in a person's life, you know what they are. The day that you and I was born and the day that we discovered why. And once we discovered why and we start walking in that purpose, yes, we become fulfilled. One thing I like what Jim Rohn said in regards to that. If you don't know that, this is what Jim Rohn said. You cannot change your destination overnight, but when you start walking in your purpose, you can change your direction overnight. I paraphrase that. That's not a direct quote, but certainly it was facilitated by Jim Rohn. He said, you cannot change your destination overnight, but when you start walking in your purpose, when you fulfill, you start changing your direction. And you know where you're going. You're that person that's got the map and land navigation, and I orient the map to where I am, the level of awareness. Where am I? Because I know where I want to go. And when I connect those dots together as where I am, my purpose and my awareness and where I want to go, and I'm fulfilled, you can start reaching your full potential. But I asked this question, how do you find out what's your passion and what's your purpose? How do you find that out? Well, guess what? I'm going to ask you to do this for me. Since we're there, I have laid the foundation. You have taken some notes tonight. You had the appetizer. Now I want you to come back next week. I want you to come back next week so we can help and find out how we can reach our full potential, how we can find our passion and our purpose. And I want you to start looking at that this week. Start reflecting what are your passion and what is your purpose. So I want you to tune in with me next week. I want you to invite a friend. I want you to share this. I want you to go back and replay this. And I also want you to do something else for me as well. Because I have a free resource and I want to share with you tonight. I have a free resource. It's called my book club for continual growth. You can get free books by subscribing to my book club. Take a look at that website, jeffwillie.com/book/club. Or you can just go to jeffwillie.com and you'll see book club on the menu bar. But I want you to subscribe to that so you can continue learning about you, because you can never reach your full potential until you know who you are, And also, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com. Take a look at that. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel because these video resources are there on my YouTube channel. I want you to be part of the growth plan. I want to be part of your growth plan. Life is a marathon. Personal growth is a marathon. So here we are, the law of awareness. I've laid the foundation for that. The three types of people. Which one do you fit in? It doesn't matter. We can change our direction. We can change our direction. See you next week. Get ready. Get set. Grow. Be blessed.